Hello, it is Wednesday, October 23rd, 2024. I'm Chris Bremo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Wednesday crossword, a Wednesday midweek mid-difficulty themed puzzle. And this Wednesday midweek mid-difficulty themed edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by a new benefactor, Pascal Portalance. So welcome to Pascal Portalance. Thank you for signing up as a benefactor of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, which means you will soon enough get the Daily Solve Let's Check the Crosses official mug. And Pascal is joined by, of course, as always, the indomitable Showmaster, the incorrigible Sheila Beeler, the indefinable Charlie Paget, and the indecipherable Ray Grant. Thank you to those 5 benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign for that generous support which does sustain this channel day in, day out. Thank you for keeping this whole thing going. It really does mean a lot to me. And thanks again to Pascal for joining up at that level. And thanks to everybody who supports the channel at any level of the Patreon campaign. If you'd like to do so, like those 5 benefactors, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the link in the description field where you will find the bonus videos available to patrons. And for benefactors, like those folks, including Pascal, the official mug. And it's also a big help if you subscribe on YouTube, so thanks to everybody who's done that. And finally, you can, of course, also join the Daily Solve Discord chat server, a nice friendly chat community, also linked in the description field. All right, with that all out of the way, let's get on to this solve. This is a crossword by Matthew Stock and Brooke Husick, each of whom has constructed a few dozen puzzles for the New York Times. It was edited once again by Joel Faliano. Let's start solving. Birthday party. So obviously this has to do with the literal day of one's birth, not the sort of celebration of the anniversary of it, because it's separated. But I don't quite understand what we're looking for. Let's see. Cabinet member Hayland. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I recognize this name, but I can't think who it is. Item fit into a thole. What is that? I wonder if I'll recognize this when I see it. I don't know. Largest NATO member. I mean, it'll be the USA. That's the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Graduation day wear at the University of Hawaii. Probably leis, the flower garlands. I would imagine those would be involved probably. Distinguished athletes. Not sure offhand. Birthday party. Canvas holder. Oh, an easel holds a canvas on which you're painting, for instance. So that's pretty plausible. Have I looked at this yet? No, I haven't. BA in communications, ? So this is presumably a theme clue. BA in communications. I do not know what we're looking for there. What was this again? Oh, this was the item fit into a thole. What is that? I wonder if it'll be obvious when I get. I don't know. I don't have a guess about that. Energizing force. An energizing force. A storm? That doesn't seem right. I don't think that's right. Blood work and such in medical lingo. Diagnostics or evidence? What would be a word that means those things? I don't know. Dungeons and Dragons character with healing powers. Healing powers. Mage or I don't know, sorry. Oyster relative. A clam? That seems fairly straightforward. Unlike most of the puzzle so far for me. Website that contributed to the decline of road atlases. Oh, MapQuest. That was the big one before Google Maps became sort of the standard. I remember MapQuest was I think for many people, including myself, the first time we would have used online mapping software. Afflict. So if something afflicts you, it ails you. It's, you've been stricken with it. Princess with space buns. I guess that's Princess Leia from Star Wars with her famous hairdo. Hissing tires problem. A leak is causing the tires to hiss, to leak air. So BA in communications. I'm very curious what this sort of presumably punny theme is about. And I don't have any guesses. Energizing force. I really don't know. What was this again? Dungeons and Dragons character with healing. Oh, cleric, maybe? That sounds like they would have healing powers. So what about this one? Energizing force. A smirk? That doesn't make any sense. A shark? I just can't think of anything useful here. I'm fairly confident in the crosses. Stat for a successful squeeze play. Is that an RBI? I don't know. I assume this is baseball related, and I don't know enough about it to even know what a squeeze play is, or really even what RBIs are. I think it's runs batted in, but I couldn't explain it in reality. But I think that might be the answer. Blood work and such in medical lingo. I'm in limbo here. Energizing force. Oh, a spark. A spark of an idea, maybe. It sort of energizes. It's a force that energizes you into action. Okay. Blood work and such. Lab something? Distinguished athletes. Oh, all pros. Right. That's certainly a phrase that you see. Birthday. Oh, is it a doula? A party not in the sense of a celebration, but a party in the sense of, a group or a person, in this case, an individual person, a party involved who's assisting with a birth, which a doula would. Okay, so I think that's correct. So then, Deb Haaland or Haaland. There we go. That sounds right. And then item fit into a fold. Oh, is it an or? Is that the name of the? Is that the name of? Well, I don't know actually. Is it a sort of hole in the side of a hull, or is it one of those sort of brackets that the or fits into? I actually don't know, but presumably it's one of those if this is indeed an or. So let's see. BA in communications. Oh, Braille. No, maybe not. Does Braille have two L's? Maybe it does. Braille alphabet? I mean, there's a B and an A and an A and an AB. BA in communications. Oh, no, sorry. It's just BA, Braille alphabet. I see. So it's not a BA Bachelor of Arts, obviously. It's just BA, meaning it's a phrase that could in theory be abbreviated BA, in this case, Braille alphabet. I see. Okay, I was overcomplicating it. There we go. Very good. And that is a form of communication. Okay, but also BA in communications sounds like a degree. It sounds like a university degree. Okay, pearls in a drink. Boba, tapioca pearls in boba tea, milk tea. Word with error or experience. User error or user experience. Those are both phrases. Creature in the animated film Abominable. A Yeti, probably, because the Yeti is often referred to as the abominable snowman, so that must be the case. Warrior 1 or Warrior 2 in yoga. Presumably not Warrior the First or Warrior the Second. Those must be poses. Pi's last name in Life of Pi. I've actually never seen Life of Pi. Doha native, Qatari, a native of Qatar. And then Patel, maybe? Could be. Confident. If you're confident, you're sure of yourself. So yeah, I think it probably is Patel. And then severe is harsh. Time period is a span of time. There we go. That's it. And accessory that might read prom king or bride to be. It could be a sash that you're wearing. And then if something's not accidental, it's blunt. I don't think that's right. Here we have MS in biology. Okay, so probably it starts with an M. And then something biology. Microscope something? Microscope... I don't know. I mean, it's probably something like this because you would use a microscope in biology, so I think that's probably right, but I don't know what the rest of it is. What about this? Energizes. Not sure. Italian fashion capital to Italians. I see what it means. It means Milano. In English we might say Milan, which is famously a fashion capital as a city. But to Italians, it would be Milano. So there we go. Truly legendary. I don't know. Is that true about me? Am I? Am I really? Is that true? Energizes. Oh, amps up. You energize someone, you amp them up. Amps up. That's it. Cunning plans or ploys or plots? Probably ploys. Well, they both sort of sound like they could be cunning. What about this? Alternative to white or wheat, a rye. So in this case, maybe flour, white flour, wheat flour, rye flour, or bread, white bread, wheat bread, rye bread. Reasonable. Sane, yeah, that seems plausible. It seems sane, seems reasonable. Truly legendary would be iconic, I see. And then college to an Aussie would be uni for university, which is also uni often used here in the UK as well. Or that's sort of the default, if anything. PhD in computing. Oh, right, so P and then computing. Pocket. Oh, PH though. So is it, does that mean a word with P, then a word with H, then a word with D? Does it mean 3 words? I don't know. I was thinking sort of pocket calculator or something. That doesn't work at all. Garments worn by caber tossers, so could be kilts. That's the, throwing those huge sort of logs in Scottish. It's a Scottish, origin competition. It seems to me in online shorthand, IMHO, in my humble opinion. Bounce off the walls, say. To bounce off the walls is to, I don't know. Not accidental. I still don't know that. Group of problem solvers. Question mark, though, it says. I don't know. So it's a pun. Verb on an invoice. Remit, as in remit payment to... This is pocket, is it? Pocket... I don't know. I'm not sure what to do with that H. PhD in computing. I'm not sure whether the H is its own word because it's not capitalized. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do with that. Spot for drying dishes, a dish rack. There we go. Group of problem solvers. I don't know. Bounce off the wall. Oh, to echo. I see. Sound bounces off the walls. Okay, it is. Pocket. Maybe, is it pocket? Oh, math club, group of problem solvers, math something. It was not accidental, it was meant, it was intentional. So tennis champion Naomi Osaka. Okay, there we go. Pocket. Why can I not see what this is? Hand something? Sorry about this. Pot, I don't know. Ran out of battery, it died. Eid Mubarak, greeting around Ramadan. There we go. Pot, I don't know. Speak to... This feels tougher for me than a typical Wednesday, that's for sure. Contribute to the mix is add in. Prez depicted as a wheelchair at his D.C. memorial. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, FDR, who had polio, hence the wheelchair. Tinder can be used for this. A fire, yes. So it's not Tinder, the app. Website builder for short. I'm not sure. Hooray for me. I did it. There we go. Obtain through logic, to deduce or to... microscope. Oh, microscope slide. That's what it is. A slide that you put under the microscope in order to, to inspect what's on it in detail. Obtain through logic, to derive something logically. There we go. Balanced is evened, so you sort of leveled something. Website builder, I see it's a developer, a web developer in this case. So this is pocket hard drive, right? Okay, so it was PhD. I couldn't think how else it could possibly work. The only other way it would have made sense were if the first word began with PH, but it obviously didn't. So yeah, this was what I thought it was going to be. I just couldn't think of the actual answer, clearly, until now. To speak to something is to address it, or speak to a person would be to address them. Pot. Oh, reefer, right. Okay, so there we go. Pot in the sense of marijuana, okay. Nothing runs like a Deere, maybe, which is a farm equipment manufacturer. Sounds like a plausible ad slogan. Bird symbolizing obsolescence. The dodo, as a famously extinct animal, symbolizes being out of date. Acronymic achievement for Viola Davis. She must be an EGOT winner, a recipient of an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Award. Needing rinsing, maybe. If something's needing rinsing, it's sooty, maybe? I'm not sure that's right, but let's see. Sunbeam, array, maybe this is an A. Needing rinsing, maybe. Oh, soapy, I see. You've cleaned it already, but it's still soapy. Okay. Soccer organization for Chelsea and Manchester United. That would be the EPL, the English Premier League, the top tier of English football. Okay, so fashion sense is style, and a symbol atop the pyramid on a dollar bill would be the eye. That's a strange illustration. Not distinguished by large differences, or an apt title for this puzzle. Not distinguished by large differences, or an apt title for this puzzle. Oh, why can I not see this? A matter of degree? I don't quite understand. So, oh yeah, no, that does make sense. I was thinking the part of speech doesn't match, but it does. Because you could say these things are not distinguished by large differences. These things are a matter of degree. Or it's not distinguished by large differences. It's a matter of degree. You could say. So you can actually swap that in a sentence. So that does work. And then it's an apt title of this puzzle, of course, because it's these are all the clues here are degrees. They're undergraduate or graduate degrees. Very good, clever theme. South America's Blanc de la Plata. I'm not sure. And here we have group of problem solvers, math team, maybe? To secure a boat, for instance, to a dock would be to moor it. And South America is, Rio, I suppose, de la Plata. And then source of many an anonymous political quote could be an aid to a politician, okay? If things get along well, she gets along well, she goes? It's getting along well. I'm not sure that's right. It doesn't feel positive enough. Madly in love. I don't know. What would that be? Madly in love. I don't know. Plastic option for short. Not sure about that either. Plastic option. Does it mean sort of paying with plastic? People say sort of paper or plastic in a jokey way to mean cash or credit card. Oh, it could be. It could be Amex. American Express is a type of credit card, an issuer of credit cards. So here then we would have blank throwing, axe throwing, trendy sport. Is that true? Is that a trendy sport at the moment? I guess so. Madly in love. Oh, you're gaga. That's used to mean that. Yep. Genre for James Baldwin's Giovanni's Room, familiarly. Gaslit, probably not. James Baldwin's. Oh, it's probably gay lit. It's in gay literature. That would make sense, James Baldwin. Okay, so there we go. It's not gaslit. I was gaslighting myself. School that's home to Grace Hopper College would be Yale, I guess. I don't recognize. Oh, maybe I do. I do know Grace Hopper was, I think she passed away, fairly recently, a number of years ago. And she was a sort of pioneering, I want to say Navy computer scientist. I think she was in the Navy. Anyway, I don't know Grace Hopper College, but it's probably Yale, just based on the fill. And then gets along well, gels, I see. So two people get along well, they gel. Okay, so that makes sense. And there we go. I have to admit, I found that, this was clear, so it's hardly much of an admittance, but I found that much more difficult than a typical Wednesday. I don't really know why. I just struggled from time to time, more than I would expect on a midweek puzzle. And let's take a look at our theme, which was a matter of degree. We had 3 degrees represented in the grid in punny ways. The BA in communication, a Braille alphabet. MS in biology, a microscope slide. And finally, a PhD in computing, a pocket hard drive. And there we go. Those could all be described in a punny sense as a matter of degree, not distinguished by large differences to literally define that answer. And there we have it. That was the Wednesday crossword. Let me know if you also found it a step up in difficulty from a typical Wednesday. Let me know in the comments or the Daily Solve Discord chat server. Always curious to know. And that is that for the Wednesday edition of the Daily Solve. I'm off to solve the other daily word puzzles that I completely did not get around to solving yesterday. So I broke all my streaks. So my Wordle streak is gone. My connection streak is gone. So starting those over as of today. Anyway, back tomorrow. Fortunately, I didn't lose my crossword streak, which is longer than any of those. And we'll continue it tomorrow. So join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Wednesday. Take care.